She was at the top of her game. Chart-topping hits, sold-out shows, even a Grammy win. Then, out of nowhere, she vanished. Fans were left in shock, the music industry stunned. Why would the queen of dancehall throw it all away? Was it guilt? A secret scandal? Or something even more unbelievable? The truth behind Lady Saw's shocking transformation will leave you speechless. Keep watching, because this is not what you think. Born in the small coastal town of Galena in St. Mary, Jamaica, Marion Hall's early years were far from glamorous. She walked the unpaved roads of her rural community, her voice echoing in the hills before the world knew the name Lady Saw. Attending Galena Primary School, she harbored dreams larger than the confines of her hometown. But school was only part of her journey. Like many young girls in Jamaica, she had to work, and her hands became familiar with the delicate craft of stitching fabric as she took on a seamstress job in Kingston. But Kingston held more for her than just needles and thread. It held the rhythm of bass-heavy dancehall beats and a future waiting to be carved. At just 15, she found herself in the world of sound systems, her voice battling the night air as she performed with local crews. It was an underground proving ground where young talents tested their skills, vying for a chance to be noticed. Eventually, she aligned herself with the famed Stereo One sound system, immersing herself deeper into the heartbeat of Kingston's dancehall scene. But raw talent alone wasn't enough. She needed an identity that demanded attention. In 1987, inspired by the legendary tennis Saw, she adopted a name that would shake the industry, Lady Saw. Her rise in dancehall was meteoric, fueled by an unfiltered lyrical style that both captivated and shocked audiences. The early hits, If Him Left and Find a Good Man, showcased her ability to blend grit with melody, setting the stage for her debut album Love a Girl in 1994. But it was Give Me the Reason in 1996 that made the world truly listen. She didn't just perform, she commanded. With lyrics that pushed boundaries, she took ownership of her narrative in an industry that had long been dominated by men. By the late 90s, Lady Saw was no longer just a rising star. She was dancehall royalty. Her track Smile, in 1999, a collaboration with Vitamin C, not only became a hit, but found its way onto the US Billboard Hot 100, bringing her music to an entirely new audience. But nothing could have prepared her for what was to come next. In 2002, her voice blended with No Doubt's Gwen Stefani on Underneath It All. The song became an anthem, transcending genres, dominating charts, and earning a Grammy Award. Certified triple platinum, it was undeniable proof that Lady Saw wasn't just a dancehall sensation. She was a global phenomenon. With success came momentum. Striptease in 2004 brought the world the infectious hit, I've Got Your Man, a track that reaffirmed her dominance in the industry. By 2007, Walkout had secured its place on the Billboard Reggae Albums chart, further solidifying her legacy. In 2010, she took complete control of her career, launching Divas Records, her own music label, proving she wasn't just an artist, she was a businesswoman, a force unwilling to be boxed in. Yet for all the accolades, fame, and financial success, something deeper stirred within Lady Saw. The dancehall queen who had built an empire on boldness and controversy found herself at a crossroads. The year 2015 would become a pivotal turning point. On December 15th, in a moment of spiritual awakening, she chose to walk away from the world that had made her a star. The transformation was complete. Lady Saw was no more. In her place stood Minister Marion Hall, a woman reborn in faith. The transition from dancehall to gospel was more than a career shift, it was a soul shift. The same fire that once fueled her dancehall lyrics now burned in service of a higher calling. Her first gospel album, When God Speaks, released in 2016, was a declaration of her new path. His Grace in 2018 followed with songs like Jesus in the End and God Almighty, resonating deeply with those who had followed her journey. Her music, once known for its raw sensuality and defiance, now carried messages of salvation and spiritual reflection. Beyond the music, her personal life had its own complexities. She had once been married to John Lloyd James Jr., a respected music producer. But like many things in her life, that chapter came to an end, and they parted ways. Though she had no biological children, her heart expanded beyond blood ties. She adopted 3 children, embracing them with the same fierce love she had poured into her music. Even in her days as Lady Saw, she had always been a fighter, an advocate. As Minister Marion Hall, she channeled that energy into a cause beyond herself. Founding the Lady Saw Foundation, she dedicated herself to supporting abused women, giving voice to those who had been silenced, and using her platform to drive change. Her impact on the music industry remains indelible. The first female artist to win a MOBO Award for Best Reggae Act in 2002, she shattered ceilings in a male-dominated genre. She challenged norms, spoke truth to power, and, even when faced with backlash, never backed down. Her songs like Freedom of Speech became anthems of defiance, a testament to her unwillingness to be silenced in an industry that often marginalized women. Though her transition to gospel distanced her from dancehall, her influence remains woven into its very fabric. She carved out a path for female artists, showing that a woman could not only survive but thrive in the world of reggae and dancehall. Her estimated net worth of $500,000 speaks to the success she built over decades, but her true wealth lies in the impact she has made, both in music and in faith. From the pulsating beats of Kingston's dancehall to the reverberating echoes of gospel hymns, her journey is one of transformation. The name may have changed, the lyrics may be different, but the fire within her remains unextinguished. Whether as Lady Saw or Minister Marion Hall, her story is one of resilience, evolution, and unshakable purpose. One moment, she was commanding the dancehall world. The next, she was preaching from the pulpit. But did Lady Saw really leave her past behind? Or is there a part of her that still craves the spotlight? The real question, will she ever return? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you love jaw-dropping stories of music's biggest transformations, smash that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.